Now on Good Morning Northwest, a sister's promise to fight for justice as Spokane police search for her brother's killer. What we know about the manhunt and who's behind a cash reward offered in the case.
And it is the coldest morning of the season for many of us as we are waking up to some frozen temperatures in your First Alert forecast.
And the first phase of a Middle East ceasefire is complete with hostages released and prisoners freed. President Trump now focuses on phase 2 and rebuilding Gaza. Get the latest details coming up. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Tuesday, October 14th. Let's get right to meteorologist Matt Gray in our First Alert forecast as it's a cold morning.
Yeah, if you have the remote start for the winter season, maybe today is a good day to see how that is working after a long summer, because we are seeing temperatures close to freezing or right at freezing in many areas of the inland Northwest. Look at Spokane this morning, 33, 35 in Coeur d'Alene. Pullman just dropped down to freezing now here this morning, 33 in St. Mary's. We're in the 20s in Winthrop and Colville. Seen that plenty so far this season, but you're right along with everybody else. And then a little bit warmer, actually, at Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint. So you can see here, it's not too much different than last night in North Idaho, but a lot different, especially as you get into the central parts of Washington State. There is a frost advisory, not just this morning, but for the next few mornings for the Moses Lake area and southern parts of Grant County, as well as the Othello area in Adams County. And temperatures close to freezing, so it is going to be tough for the agricultural producers in those areas the next couple of mornings. Why we're seeing some warmer temperatures in places like Sandpoint and Bonners Ferry. Got a little bit of low cloud cover. May see some areas of patchy fog there as well, and on southern parts of the Palouse into the LC Valley and the Blue Mountains this morning. We have some pretty decent weather coming up for your afternoon in your full forecast.
Matt, thanks. Well, Spokane police are looking for a gunman in the shooting that killed a 38-year-old Spokane man on the lower South Hill. Someone shot Derek Schaefer after 1 o'clock Sunday morning, and he sat in his car on South McClellan Street. Police say the shooter ran away and hasn't been found yet. Schaefer's family says they're still in shock and don't understand why anyone would want to hurt him.
Eric will get justice. He will. And I mean that I will not stop fighting to find out who did this until they're caught and off the streets. It's just senseless. It's pure evil, like absolute evilness.
Schaefer's family is offering a cash reward for any information that leads to the arrest of the shooter.
Today, a Spokane County judge will consider reducing the life sentence of Justin Crenshaw nearly 20 years after he killed a young couple. Crenshaw was 20 years old when he stabbed 18-year-old Sarah Clark and 20-year-old Tanner Pell to death in North Spokane. He posed their bodies with swords and then set the house on fire. A 2021 change in Washington law now prevents courts from giving fixed life sentences to offenders between the ages of 18 and 21, enabling Crenshaw to appeal his sentence.
Reducing the sentence, Judge, would diminish the weight of the lives lost.
Families and friends of the victim spent 6 hours in court yesterday pleading with the judge to keep the original sentence. Crenshaw has racked up 18 serious prison infractions, including killing a cellmate in Virginia. The judge ordered Crenshaw to remain shackled during yesterday's hearing and removed all metal objects he could use as weapons. The defense presents its argument today.
Deputies arrested a Kittitas County 4th grade teacher yesterday, accusing him of communicating with a minor for immoral purposes. They arrested 42-year-old Ross Ashenfelter at Lake Roosevelt Elementary School and booked him into the Kittitas County Jail. Authorities say they notified the Grand Coulee Dam School District about this arrest. The sheriff's office asks anyone with information relevant to the investigation to contact them. Well, this morning, President Trump is back in the U.S., returning from the Middle East after brokering a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas.
And the president is calling it the end of the war, but warns the peace deal is just the beginning of a long road ahead. As part of the first phase of the ceasefire agreement, Hamas released 20 Israeli hostages, including the bodies of some who were killed, in exchange for nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners.
Together, we've achieved what everybody said was impossible. At long last, we have peace in the Middle East.
Now, the focus now shifts to phase 2, with the president saying he is not committing to a two-state solution, instead pushing for the rebuilding of Gaza as talks continue on a more permanent peace plan. Much more to be followed. It's now 6:04.
And we're checking in with meteorologist Matt Gray this morning, taking a live look outside. One of the passes, I would assume.
Yeah, so this is the Parker Pass area. St. Mary's is somewhere in the glowing lights back there, and we're showing this because there's a little bit of fog developing along the St. Mary's and St. Joe rivers this morning, and because of how chilly it is, could be a little bit of freezing fog mixed in there as well. So take it easy out there on the roads if there's patchy fog in your neighborhood. Most of us, though, seeing clear, cold conditions. We'll talk about your forecast, how warm it'll get today, coming up.
Spokane volunteers work together to make downtown sparkle for the holidays. The week-long effort includes cleaning sidewalks and planting flowers at Riverfront Park. Just ahead, how you can help.
And massive layoffs hit the Department of Education's Special Education Office. What we know about the cuts that eliminate nearly all staff in the office and what that means for special ed services nationwide. That's after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
If you're looking to add more elegance and security to your home, then check out the doors of possibilities from McVeigh Brothers. At McVeigh Brothers, they sell Therma-Tru doors with more than 300 different styles to choose from.
We're working for you.
Watch Judy Justice weekdays at 3 on KXLY ABC4.
Judy Justice is now in session right here.
Judy Justice is brought to you by Russell and Hill. Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Call 1-800-LAW-0842.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP, and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
At Parker Toyota, Toyota trucks aren't just vehicles. They're a tradition built on performance, reliability, and unmatched durability. That legacy lives on in every new Tundra and Tacoma. Powered by innovation, loaded with advanced technology, and ready for whatever the Northwest brings.
The same high standards that built these legendary trucks guide our customer service, because tradition isn't just preserved, it's lived.
Toyota trucks, built for generations at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
When did healthcare lose its heart? When did Medicare Advantage companies start putting profits before people? Healthcare and retirement doesn't always look like it's advertised. The reality is, health insurance is broken. And while other plans won't tell you that, we will. Because we created Scan Health Plan to fight for your health, to protect your independence. We created Scan for you.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all Silverado 1500 models.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Your time is 6:08. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. The Pentagon is moving billions of dollars allocated for research to pay troops as the government shutdown continues.
A Pentagon spokesperson said President Trump directed the Secretary of Defense to use available funds to pay service members on October 15th, which is tomorrow. The decision comes after the Department of War discovered $8 billion of unspent research, development, testing, and education and evaluation funds. That money will be used to ensure troops will have a paycheck if that funding lapse continues past tomorrow.
The Department of Education has laid off nearly all special education staff, mainly in the Office of Special Education and Rehabilitative Services. It supports programs serving millions nationwide. According to the American Federation of Government Employees, more than 450 agency employees received layoff notices. A DOE spokesperson confirmed some layoffs, but did not specify numbers. A letter cited the government shutdown as making workforce reductions unavoidable.
Well, one of the many things impacted by the ongoing government shutdown are operations and services at U.S. national parks. However, in South Dakota, the lights are still on at Mount Rushmore. That's because the state's governor and some lawmakers are personally donating the money to keep the iconic attraction lit during the shutdown. Lawmakers say the donated funds should keep the faces of Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, and Lincoln illuminated for at least the next few weeks.
Today is a day to celebrate your sweet tooth. It is National Dessert Day. The options are endless, from brownies to ice cream concoctions, cookies, cakes, and pies. For lots of people, dessert is a perfect complement to top off a meal. To celebrate this National Day, stop by your local bakery or restaurant for a treat, or whip up one yourself at home. Make sure to show everyone what you're eating on social media, because that apparently is the thing to do. Use the hashtag National Dessert Day.
I mean, I probably won't, but, you know, I understand if that's your thing, for sure. All right, hey, time to plan your day. Frozen this morning. Add a little bit of extra time. You might need the ice scraper. I did this morning. Granted, that was at like almost 3 a.m., but, you know, your results may vary. It is cold out there. For the afternoon, warmer, sunnier weather, warmer than the last couple of days. You'll feel that, and it'll be a nice afternoon. However, chilly again this evening as we head back towards freezing tonight.
Well, downtown Spokane is getting a deep clean this week. Around 50 volunteers are helping the Downtown Spokane Partnership clean up downtown for Fall Clean Week. The goal is to get the city ready for the holiday season while fostering community pride. Each day this week, the clean team will tackle different areas that need a little help. Yesterday, it focused on picking up the sidewalks and making sure walkways were clean and clear.
It's always good to have a helping hand down here, and that's really what we're here for. Help these businesses out, help the downtown community thrive, and try and bring more attention to, you know, the importance of downtown and all the resources that we can help provide.
Later this week, volunteers will paint over graffiti, clean up the underpasses, and plant flowers at Riverfront Park. The Downtown Spokane Partnership is, of course, looking for more volunteers to help out this week. More hands make a lighter load, right? So if you're interested, check out this story on KXLY.com. We have a link there for you to sign up. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:11.
Americans face a double hit today with new tariffs on furniture and lumber, plus a government shutdown affecting millions of federal workers and services. The latest on the standoff next.
And we are taking a live look this morning. This is the scene up on 9 Mile Road, where a construction project continuing into today may slow down your commute if you're heading out the door a little early this morning. We'll tell you everything you need to know. It's coming up a little later on Good Morning Northwest.
Victims without names, families without answers. Now, new technology is giving old evidence a voice. I'm Robin Nance from 4 News Now. I will show you how science is catching up with justice. Thursday, only on Good Morning Northwest.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake, or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
Figuring out how to best care for a senior in your family can be overwhelming. That's why several Spokane senior living communities have joined forces to bring you helpful, timely videos at KXLY.com/senior living. Get expert advice, find trusted resources, and prepare your family for the future. Become informed, because we know the needs of your loved ones will continue to change. Visit KXLY.com/senior living today for helpful information and for people you can contact with your questions.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models.
See your local GMC dealer.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter.
Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
This week on Neutrogena Remembers.
Will you marry me?
I love you.
If you remember these two, it may be time to start using Neutrogena Retinol Regenerating Cream. It can reverse 7 years of visible aging. Great skin. Oh, to be young.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by BECU, your local not-for-profit credit union.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's 6:15. New tariffs take effect today on some common household products, just as the war of words between President Trump and China heats up.
As a new report warns that American consumers are bearing the brunt of these rising costs. ABC's Nicole Antonio has more details.
As new tariffs take effect today, a new report finds Americans, at least for now, are absorbing the majority of the extra costs. According to Goldman Sachs, U.S. consumers will absorb 55% of tariff costs by the end of the year. American businesses, just 22%. Foreign exporters, 18%. New tariffs take effect today on kitchen cabinets, bathroom vanities, upholstered furniture, and lumber. The White House insists tariffs will have major economic benefits in the long term. Meanwhile, as the federal government shutdown enters its 3rd week, the Treasury Secretary says the economy is starting to feel the effects.
This is getting serious. It's starting to affect the real economy. We are having to hold back on some payments so that the brave men and women in the U.S. military can get paid.
Democrats are demanding Obamacare subsidies be extended to keep health care costs from rising. But the House Speaker says he won't negotiate until Democrats agree to reopen the government.
We're barreling toward one of the longest shutdowns in American history.
The American people want us to reopen the government. They want bipartisan negotiations, and they want the Congress to address the health care crisis that is devastating them.
Millions of federal workers have now received their final paycheck, and the Trump administration has fired more than 4,000 federal workers, including many inside the Department of Education. Sources say the special education staff has been decimated.
Every minute counts, every service counts, and this time wasted, it will change their trajectory to become independent adults.
And overnight, we learned dozens of federal employees that work on substance abuse and mental health have also been laid off. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Here's a live look at the start to our day here, taking a live look over downtown Spokane. Matt, you said earlier, sunrise not till after 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it's going to be a while before we can warm up then, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're going to stay fairly chilly through basically the entirety of the morning drive. And yeah, it's something we got to kind of get used to here now. This is by far the coldest kind of start to the day we've had of the season, really, especially the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area where we have, kind of gotten into the frost zone, but not really gotten close to freezing. And that is what has changed here this morning. So luckily for the afternoon, if this is not your speed, and I'm sure for many of us it is not, especially it has felt quite chilly the last couple of days. I turned the heat on last night before I went to bed. Warmer weather for Tuesday in the afternoons. That'll help us out. Frosty again Wednesday and Thursday as well. A slow warming trend through the week before the next round of wet weather over the weekend. Temperatures right now, we're at freezing in Deer Park. That's not much of a change from what we saw during those calmer days last week, but it's further south where things are a little bit more interesting. 34 in Spokane Valley. We're at 33 now at Spokane International. Post Falls is down to 37. Hayden's down to 35. Those higher benches, though, we are sitting basically right at freezing or very close to it this morning. And we are a lot colder than we were at this time yesterday, especially across Spokane County. For our highs this afternoon, instead of only being in the 40s, we'll jump into the 50s and even be close to 60 degrees in places like Meade and downtown Spokane. We'll be up around 58 degrees. By the lake, 57 in downtown Coeur d'Alene. A little bit colder as you head further north towards places like Athol and Spirit Lake on the Idaho side. If you are trying to avoid the chillier temperatures, you probably need to wait until lunchtime. We'll be in the upper 40s and low 50s by then, and there are those middle and upper 50s for the afternoon. There is a few areas of patchy fog out there this morning, but most of them will dissipate fairly quickly, and so we will have lots of sunshine to enjoy during the daytime hours. But it's going to be another chilly night tonight. St. Mary's drops down to 28 tonight, 20 in Colville, down to freezing in the Omak area, 30 in Pullman, 33 for a low in Spokane. Slowly but surely, we're going to see that trend begin to warm up a little bit. But for tomorrow night, for Wednesday night as well, or for Thursday night as well, we are still going to be down in this kind of same range where we'll be flirting with freezing temperatures. So I would say, by and large, this is the end of the growing season. Our next round of rain coming in Saturday night into Sunday, so just keep that in mind for your weekend plans. It's going to be kind of a split weekend is what it looks like right now.
Okay, your outside day Saturday, your...
And lots of sun to soak in the next few days.
Yeah, and football day on Sunday.
Yeah.
Looks like lots of opportunities for naps. Looks nice.
Don't hate that.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:20.
Well, the Seattle Mariners are heading home with a strong 2-0 lead in the American League Championship Series. We'll take a look at those highlights from last night's game in Toronto after the break. And, ooh, there were lots of them. That's coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The redesigned Tiguan is here, and it's turning heads. Luxury meets functionality with new styling that includes elevated interior design and smarter tech. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen, home of 0000.
Introducing the leaf-free rain gutter protection system from McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, Windows, and Rain Gutters. Never clean out your gutters again and put those dangerous ladders away, as the leaf-free system attaches right to your current rain gutters and protects it from all the leaves, pine needles, bird nests, and debris that can clog your system and cause problems. This system will extend the life of your gutters. For more information and a free quote, call Team McVeigh.
We're working for you.
BECU's free Shred and E-Cycle event is back. On October 25th, bring your sensitive documents you'd like to purge to the Spokane Arena and we'll shred them for free.
We'll also e-cycle laptops, TVs, and other electronic devices safely.
Consider bringing some cans of food or cash donations for our Shred Day partners Inland Northwest.
Let's clear the clutter and recycle responsibly
At BECU's Shred Day and E-Cycle event.
From 9 to 1, October 25th at the Spokane Arena.
Stay and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together at the region's only non-smoking casino and hotel. We're the place for a day trip, weekend getaway, or your next holiday party or group event. Enjoy the casino action playing your favorite gaming machine, or try your skills at the live table games. Stay and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel, located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
You know, Donnie, when you're hurt in a car crash, you get a lot of advice.
From friends,
Acquaintances,
your aunt,
your nosy next door neighbor,
insurance adjusters.
But those aren't the only people you should talk to, because they don't have expertise in personal injury law like the advocates do.
And not all of them have your best interest at heart.
Exactly. Instead, call the advocates. We'll get right to work making sure you get everything you deserve.
Even my Aunt JoJo can't do that.
Nope. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Looking for space, style, and serious performance? You'll find it all in a Volkswagen Atlas. 3 rows equals room for everyone. And turbocharged power means this SUV is built for fun. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Mariners used today as a travel day back west to prepare for Game 3 of the ALCS series against these guys, the Toronto Blue Jays, that have the M's running white hot. Let's take a look back at the game last night.
Here's his 1-2. Rodriguez hooks one in the air, down the line. If it's fair, it's got a chance, and it's gone.
Welcome to the party, Julio. The center fielder rocketing a 3-run shot left to open the scoring 3-0. But Toronto's going to chase right back. 3-2 game in the second. Nathan Lukes blooping past second to score the tying run. We're knotted at 3. 5th inning, a legendary playoff story in the making. Somehow gets even better. Jorge Polanco destroying the fastball over center. Over the wall, it is gone. Another 3-run Mariner homer, 6-3 game. Top of the 7th, M's up 4 now. Josh Naylor, he's wishing his home country a wonderful Canadian Thanksgiving. Here's a home run ball's a free gift. Returns will not be accepted. 9-3 game. Seattle's incredible bullpen will hold on as well, and the Mariners stick a 10-3 win on top of the Toronto Blue Jays to win their 4th playoff game in a row over their Canadian pals. The Jays haven't ever lost 4 straight home playoff games to the same team. Game 3 back in Seattle. That's Wednesday. It's coming up tomorrow just after 5 p.m. And Game of the Week voting is now open. It's Colville versus Rogers at One Spokane Stadium, 5 p.m., or Cheney at Meade in a massive GSL 3A game, or perhaps a big-time Idaho battle between Post Falls and Coeur d'Alene. You can vote now on KXLY.com. That's all for morning sports. Make sure to tune into 4 News Now at 6 and Nightside tonight.
I am excited about Friday football, but I think I'm more excited about that Mariners game for sure.
Yes, and then after that we can get excited about football. But
Absolutely.
First things first.
So much fun watching this series.
Man, it sure is. It's now 6:25.
Well, this week's weather has us reaching for our jackets, but if you come across one that maybe doesn't fit your kids anymore, don't worry, we'll take it off your hands. Coats for Kids is still underway. We're taking a look at where you can donate. Coming up next.
Plus, the Spokane Airport refuses to air a video from Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. The airport cites its First Amendment policy for blocking the message meant for security lines. Which other airports across the country refuse to air that? It's coming up. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Baldwin Brothers crash.
It was the biggest garbage truck I've ever seen.
Actor Alec Baldwin was driving a white Range Rover in East Hampton Monday morning with his brother Stephen sitting shotgun. A nor'easter was bearing down on the east end of Long Island at the time. But Baldwin says he crashed into the tree not because of the weather, but because he swerved to avoid a garbage truck.
I was in this car accident. A guy cut me off in a truck, big garbage truck. To avoid hitting him, I hit a tree. I hit a big fat tree and crushed my car, my wife's car.
Alec later taking to Instagram to discuss the accident.
Thank you to the East Hampton Police Department, the town police department, for coming to my aid.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the latest on the crash and how the famous family is doing. With your GMA First Look, I'm Faith Abube, ABC News, New York.
With wet AMD, I worry I'm losing sight of the world around me. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments. So I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke, or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your retina specialist right away.
Open up your world with Vabysmo.
The #1 prescribed treatment for wet AMD. Ask a retina specialist about Vabysmo.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family. It's all here.
I've been shopping in JBF since my kids were little, and we just love it.
Is the one-stop shop for everything that you need for your kids and your grandkids.
I'm a first-time mom. I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF. This has been a game changer for our family.
Just Between Friends at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds this weekend.
My name is Carol Lacombe, and I'm 82 years old, and I have been here 2 years. My husband passed away, so I ended up feeling pretty isolated. We took a look around, and I thought, this is the place. It was very welcoming. Everyone seems to be very open and friendly. I find it to be just a very comfortable, home-like place to be. It is home.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now Story Tracker. It's following the stories people are reading about online this morning. A new outdoor learning space is now available for Spokane students and teachers to enjoy some fresh air while engaging with important lessons. Several local organizations came together to build this schoolyard forest. It's located on the Hilliard Community Campus, just north of On Track Academy. The space is meant to be a meeting place for both schools and the larger community.
32 years ago, Stephanie Crane disappeared from Chalisa, Idaho. Custer County has released an image of what she might look like now, and it's asking anyone with information relating to her to contact their sheriff's office.
Idaho will be unveiling new and improved highway markers tomorrow in Fagerot State Park as a part of a statewide project to refresh signage. This new installation is part of a multi-year push to refresh markers across the state with updated historical research and new designs. It will also include QR codes that people can scan with their phones to access interactive information, translate signs into 9 different languages, and so much more. Now you can find each of these stories and much more always on KXLY.com.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Tuesday, October 14th. We're going to start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray taking a live look outside for us this morning. Talking about the chilly temps we're seeing.
Yeah, it is quite chilly this morning. We are flirting with freezing temperatures in parts of Spokane on some of the higher benches around town. 33 right now out at Spokane International. We're at 35 in Coeur d'Alene, so a little bit warmer, especially as you head down towards the lake where we are likely going to see some areas of a little bit of patchy fog, at least for a couple of hours this morning. Our average first freeze is on October 9th. So far, that 33 in Spokane, the coldest we have seen so far this fall season. So it is the 14th and still within a reasonable range for a first freeze. You knew it was inevitable, and certainly after that big storm system over the weekend, a little surprise here that now that it's finally cleared out a little bit, we are seeing some of these chilly temperatures. So we're going to stay in the 30s through about 10 o'clock, so you definitely need that sweater. 40s as we head towards noon, but instead of staying in the 40s like we saw for the last couple of afternoons, we're going to be up into the 50s and see some warming sunshine finally here for the second half of the day. It'll be up towards our average this time of the year, which is in the upper 50s for highs. It's going to be frosty again, though, as those temperatures cool off again on another clear night. A slow warming trend I'm tracking, along with our next chance for rain over the weekend coming up in your full forecast.
Matt, thanks. Today, the U.S. and China are imposing new port fees. It's the latest move in a trade dispute that's been rocking markets and sending retirement accounts on a roller coaster. President Trump is set to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping later this month, and many investors are hoping that that meeting will cool things down a bit. But for now, businesses are feeling the pinch. These port fees come on top of existing tariffs. Trump is threatening that triple-digit tariffs on Chinese imports by November 1st could be on the way, with Beijing warning of retaliation. Of course, we'll keep you updated.
We will continue to do all that we can to avoid delays that will impact your travel. And our hope is that Democrats will soon recognize the importance of opening the government.
Leadership at Spokane International Airport say they will not air that video from Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. The video is meant to play on airport screens while passengers go through security. A number of other airports also say they will not run it, including SeaTac, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Charlotte Douglas, and 3 in New York. Todd Woodard, the Director of Marketing and Public Affairs for Spokane Airports, cites the airport's, quote, established First Amendment policy as the reason it won't air the video.
Washington's governor ordered flags to be flown at half-staff this week on Wednesday to honor the Eastern State Hospital guard who was shot and killed last month. Colleen Bass, better known as Bombastic on the Lilac City roller derby team, is remembered by her teammates for her infectious smile and her always pink helmet. A private memorial service for Bass will also be held on Wednesday. Flags should remain at half-staff until sunset. Well, we need your help keeping local kids warm this winter. Coats for Kids is collecting new and gently used winter coats through the month of October.
Yeah, and this is our 40th year of Coats for Kids. And since 1985, you have helped us donate more than 400,000 coats to children in our area. If you'd like to get involved now through October 31st, donate coats to local sponsor locations, which includes Goodwill, Papa Murphy's, STCU, and Fred's Appliance. All coats, we will get them professionally cleaned and delivered to local community centers for distribution.
Yeah.
And Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker will be out collecting coats tomorrow. And look for more information coming up.
Should be very fun.
Yep, it's now 6:34.
Checking back in, meteorologist Matt Gray. Yeah, Matt, you're talking fog this morning.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Looking a little spooky here. This is State Highway 5. This is near St. Mary's. So,
it's thick.
Yeah, folks along St. Mary's River, St. Joe River. Yeah, a little bit of fog. And remember, temperature's cool enough where it could be a little bit of freezing fog as well. Some slick spots out of the road. So take it easy this morning. You'll need some extra time anyway to get the car warmed up as we are off to a chilly start. Show you how many more chilly mornings are ahead of us in your forecast coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, a Philadelphia teacher is found stabbed 20 times. The medical examiner is calling it a suicide, but her family is not accepting that answer. Details on this new case that's captivating viewers on Hulu is after the break.
And this live look, it is 9 Mile Road. This morning construction project could slow things down if you have an early drive. We'll tell you what you need to know as you're heading out the door. That's next.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Bill's Heating and AC has not one, not two, but 3 warehouses overstocked with top quality air conditioners. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a full heating and cooling system installed for only $6,500 to $8,500, depending on capacity. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
At Coeur d'Alene Nissan, the Rogue is ready for wherever life takes you. It's the crossover with advanced technology and loads of room. Luxury comfort, perfect for cruising around town, long weekend trips, and everything in between. And with the Pro Pilot Assist, the Rogue helps drive for you. Hands-free, feet-free, worry-free. Take a test drive at our beautiful dealership just off Highway 95. Nice cars, nice people, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
We know your garage door is more than just a door. It's also curb appeal and security. That's why our expertly trained technicians bring precision to every install. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and a great investment for your home. Give us a call today.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
Febreze.
I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to working from home, I gotta have every part of my house clean. That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze air mist to leave every room smelling fresh and clean. With that done, it's time to get to work.
Victims without names, families without answers. Now, new technology is giving old evidence a voice. I'm Robin Nance from 4 News Now. I will show you how science is catching up with justice. Thursday, only on Good Morning Northwest. It is now 6:38. I want to tell you about major development in a mystery at the center of a popular Hulu docuseries.
The case involves the death of a young Philadelphia teacher. And the question still remains, was her death a suicide or a murder? Here's ABC's Stephanie Ramos.
This morning, the family of Ellen Greenberg is slamming the Philadelphia Medical Examiner after the first-grade teacher's stabbing death was ruled a suicide for a second time.
They did everything they possibly could to stand in our way.
And instead of helping us.
Greenberg died in 2011. The 27-year-old was found at home, stabbed at least 20 times around her head, neck, back, and heart. Her body covered in bruises.
My fiance's on the floor with blood everywhere.
Is it the house or apartment?
Oh no! Oh no!
Police were initially looking for a killer before the medical examiner stunned Greenberg's family by changing the cause of death to suicide. The decision sparking a years-long battle to get the case re-examined. Now, a new report reconfirms Greenberg died by suicide. According to Chief Medical Examiner Lindsay Simon, Greenberg, quote, would be capable of inflicting these injuries herself, adding there was no sign of struggle or an intruder, and there were no defensive wounds. The report also claims a stab wound that could not have been self-inflicted was actually an injury caused during the initial autopsy. The medical examiner also notes Greenberg was suffering from anxiety and says there was no trace of her fiance's DNA on the knife. The Greenberg family's attorney outraged, saying the medical examiner was answering the wrong question.
Dr. Simon misunderstood the assignment. The question for the ME was never whether he did it, it was whether she did, right? It's not her job to find a murderer, only determine whether or not there's been a murder.
Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, New York.
Time to plan your day on this chilly Tuesday morning. It is frozen out there in many places. You'll want to build in a little bit of extra time to get things warmed up on your commute. For this afternoon, warmer temperatures that we've seen in a couple of days. We're back up into the 50s. We're going to see lots of sunshine. And despite that sun, temperatures are going to drop quickly as the sun sets again, as we're back down to freezing tonight.
Well, we have two construction projects that could slow down your commute this week. The first is the intersection of 9 Mile Road and Highway 291. It'll be reduced to one lane again today. This project started yesterday, and flaggers will be in the area directing traffic while crews install a new water transmission main. Here's a live look at the area right now. We've been kind of following this throughout the morning. You can see cars really coming down here, but still reduced down to one lane. Those lane closures started last night at 8 o'clock, and we're told that they are going to last here for another about 20 minutes until 7 o'clock this morning.
And then starting Thursday, lane reductions will start on Qualcham Road between Highway 195 and Cheney Spokane Road. Crews will do maintenance work there. So if this is part of your commute, you may want to leave a little early starting Thursday because there will also be short-term closures. That project's expected to be done by next Wednesday. Weather permitting, of course. It's now 6:41.
From fire to snow all in one weekend, Blewett Pass saw its first snowplow of the season yesterday, while crews still battle the Labor Mountain fire right nearby. We're taking a look at the mess on the pass from yesterday. It's coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Liberty safes are the best safes money can buy. And now save up to $500 on select models at Wing Sales. Choose from the largest selection of Liberty safes. Free curbside delivery. Wing Sales, safe stoves and more. Trent and Freya, sale going on now.
Stay and play at Mississauga Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together at the region's only non-smoking casino and hotel. We're the place for a day trip, weekend getaway, or your next holiday party or group event. Enjoy the casino action playing your favorite gaming machine, or try your skills at the live table games. Stay and play at Mississauga Casino Hotel, located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
I was 44, working part-time. It was my first mammogram, and they found a few cancerous places in my left breast. I didn't have any symptoms. I didn't feel sick. I didn't have a lump in my breast. There was nothing. I wasn't afraid I was going to die. My first fear was, how am I going to tell my daughter? As a result of early detection, I didn't have to do chemotherapy. I just did surgery and radiation. Was able to maintain a good quality of life, and now it's a distant memory.
At Parker Toyota, we've got an SUV for every lifestyle, from the legendary Land Cruiser to the spacious Highlander and the ever-versatile RAV4. Your next adventure starts here.
And with the largest SUV selection in the Northwest, Parker Toyota has what you're looking for on the lot today. With Toyota's world-class reliability and top-tier value, your SUV isn't just ready for the road, it's ready for the long haul.
See our great selection of SUVs at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
With 46 years in the business, here at Kerner Furniture,
We know what you need with just one question.
What type of music do you like?
Classic rock? This bed has a classic style and a sturdy build so you can rock out.
Smooth jazz? It's time to recline and relax in your lazy boy.
Whatever your genre, we have the styles and selection perfect for you.
All with 46th anniversary sale pricing that will be music to your ears.
Shop now during Kerner Furniture's 46th anniversary sale.
Liberty Safes are the best safes money can buy. And now save up to $500 on select models at Wing Sales. Choose from the largest selection of Liberty Safes. Free curbside delivery. Wing Sales, safe stoves and more. Trent and Freya, sale going on now. 4 News Now is brought to you by Numerica Credit Union.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:44. Extreme weather is hitting the country right now from coast to coast.
Everything from deadly and historic flooding to destructive winds leaving people homeless. ABC's Faith Abube has the latest.
This morning, this is the damage after a sudden and powerful storm known as a microburst tore through Tempe, Arizona. High winds ripping the roof off this business. The semi-truck flipped on its side. Homes also damaged, trees crushing this apartment complex. More than 130 people now displaced.
I don't even know, where I'm going to live. My building is uninhabitable.
The zoo in nearby Phoenix forced to close due to flooding and uprooted trees. Across the border in Mexico, torrential rain and landslides killing at least 64 people. What comes next is the concern in Los Angeles, where people are bracing for heavy rain and possible mudslides in areas still recovering from January's wildfires. Some mandatory evacuations now ordered. And on the East Coast, a powerful nor'easter turning deadly. A woman in New York was killed after heavy winds blew a solar panel off a carport. Streets were swamped from Ocean City, Maryland to the New Jersey shore. The choppy seas making for a daring rescue off Cape Cod. Crews pulling a man to safety after he was spotted in the water by a nearby ferry. Faith Abube, ABC News.
And back here in our area, Blewett Pass had quite the weekend. Check out these pictures from the Washington Department of Transportation. They posted them yesterday on X, warning drivers about slowdowns and possible closures along the pass because people were still fighting the Labor Mountain fire. But early yesterday morning, the pass saw its first snow plow of the season. It was closed briefly because some drivers spun out, but opened back up soon after with traction tires. Advised there's some wild snow out of there. And just a quick update on the Labor Mountain fire. Despite that snow, it's still only 25% contained, burning just under 42,000 acres. So it probably helped a little bit, but it's still very active over there as far as fire goes.
And talking about snow in a couple of other places, over at 49 degrees north in Chewelah, look at that. The ski resort says it received a whopping 7 inches of snow at the peak of the mountain. We also saw some snow on Schweitzer Mountain, and then looking out from my house, even looking out towards Mount Spokane and stuff, you can see it.
Yeah, you can see the snow and everything else. So,
wow.
Yeah, the mountains and mountain activities were quickly put to an end here this weekend with this storm. And it is now clear and cold out there this morning.
Yeah, it's chilly. Yeah, grab the jacket for sure.
Definitely has felt like a real signpost of a change in the season, a change in the weather that's probably going to stick around here on out with this system that's come through. Big reason why I was very lucky that I chose this was the weekend where I chose to go to Glacier National Park.
You did. Oh, yeah. By the way, happy belated birthday.
Oh, yeah. Thank you
Took a day off yesterday. Took an adventure.
Yeah, it was a bit of an adventure. So my wife and I would try to get up there Saturday before the snow came in because you knew it was going to start snowing and all of this stuff. So I figured I'd share with you a little picture because I tell you what, the fall colors, the fall colors there, and then in northwest Montana for those of you viewers in Libby, and then the fall colors in the northern panhandle as we were driving up here Friday, I mean, was incredible. So we are seeing some fall foliage peaking in our northern areas here. And yeah, I mean, if you haven't been to Glacier, if you hadn't done going to the Sun Road, if you get an opportunity to do it, I tell you what, I think fall is a great time to do it as long as you do it in the early fall. I think we were cutting it very, very close because, as you can see here in the locator where I took that picture, covered in snow, as are many of the mountains across the northern Rockies and here at home as well. The Selkirk's got a good dumping of snow, and we saw that snow on Mount Spokane, and we will again this morning once the sun comes up. Now, with the snow has come chilly valley temperatures. We have a frost advisory up for the Moses Lake area and across Grant County and then down into Othello and Adams County. That will continue for the next 3 mornings. So this morning, tomorrow morning, and Thursday as well. In fact, we've even gone down to freezing here in Moses Lake. So some difficult conditions as we try to kind of wrap up the growing season here in central Washington. It is going to be a morning where we got to let the car sit for a little bit, let it warm up. We're at freezing right now in Pullman. We're at 33 in St. Mary's. They have a chance to be even cooler in this tomorrow morning in the St. Mary's area, and the chance to be even a little bit cooler as well around some parts of the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene I-90 corridor region. For this afternoon, warmer. So we've only been in the 40s, maybe getting up to 50 the last couple of afternoons. With more sunshine, with a little bit of a wind shift, things are going to be much nicer for the second half of the day. Temperatures will be in the 50s and it'll feel quite comfortable with just a light layer. Then tonight, back down to chilly temperatures, 20 in Colville. Winthrop's down to 27 tonight. Freezing again for Moses Lake, Ritzville, and Pullman will be very close to freezing. We'll be flirting with it again around Spokane in Coeur d'Alene and 28 in St. Mary's. Taking a little zoom out and tracking the overall pattern here. It's going to be pretty quiet for the rest of the week. Barely any cloud cover to worry about until we get to the weekend. Then conditions turning partly cloudy, and we will have a chance for some showers as we head into Sunday. So keep an eye on your weekend forecast as we refine it in the days ahead.
All right, Matt, thanks.
Okay.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:50.
Your morning sprint is coming up next. Thanks for waking up with us here on Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hi, Jessica.
I've heard that you can come the same day I call you.
Give us an address and we're on our way.
But how?
1-800-GOT-JUNK is the world's largest junk removal service.
I want you to come today.
We're on our way.
Out here, no one hands you anything. Every log milled. Every board stacked. That's all you. And your checking account should work just as hard. Ascend Checking from P1FCU earns you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees. No gimmicks, just rewards for the work you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier.
My air conditioner was not working. All I needed was a replacement sequencer. I called another company and they wanted to replace the unit for over $10,000. I was so glad I listened to my neighbor who recommended I get a second opinion from Andy's.
Turn to the experts. Andy's Heating Cooling since 1972, thanks to you.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture. We have the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. No long wait times on couches to dining sets, rugs, and more. And our team will deliver today. Inventory moves fast. Check us out online or stop by today.
Consign Furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Finding new adventures and extra confidence and extra miles and room for everyone and standout style. And it all comes together in a Chevy SUV. Now well-qualified buyers get 1.9% financing on 2026 Equinox models, plus no monthly payments for 90 days. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Your junk isn't nearly as weird as you think.
I think it's weird.
We've picked up several thousand cans of tuna.
Wow.
400 wedding dresses, a chair made of pancakes, and a couch full of bees. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday in the morning sprints.
Get that coat on your way out the door. We're nearing freezing to start here. Meteorologist Matt Gray has what else you can expect this week in our first alert forecast.
But first, President Trump back in the U.S., returning from the Middle East after brokering a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. The president calls it the end of the war, but warns the peace deal is just the beginning of a long road ahead. As part of the first phase of the ceasefire agreement, Hamas exchanged 20 Israeli hostages for about 2,000 Palestinian prisoners in Israel. The focus now shifts to phase 2, with the president pushing for the rebuilding of Gaza as talks continue on a more permanent peace plan. For updates, tune in to Good Morning America starting at 7.
And it is a cold start this morning. We're close to our first freeze of the season in the Spokane area. 35 in Coeur d'Alene. A lot of places close to freezing on this chilly morning. You'll need some extra time to get things warmed up before you start your day. We'll be in the 40s by 11 o'clock, so it is going to be a faster warm-up today. That sunshine really going to help us out, get our temperatures, our high temperatures, back into the 50s, where they will stay for the rest of the week.
2 construction projects could slow down your commute this week. First is the intersection of 9 Mile Road and Highway 291. It'll be reduced again to 1 lane. This project started yesterday. Flaggers are in the area this morning directing traffic while crews install our new water main transmission. We've been taking a live look at the area all morning long here to kind of see that traffic impact. So you can see it's still down to 1 lane. This closure started last night at 8 o'clock. It was supposed to wrap up at around 7 o'clock this morning and get things going again.
And then starting Thursday, lane reductions on Qualchan Road between Highway 195 and Cheney Spokane Road. Crews will do maintenance work there. If that's part of your morning commute, you'll want to leave a little bit early, starting tomorrow, or rather starting Thursday again. There might be some short-term closures along with this. This project's expected to be done by next Wednesday.
We will continue to do all that we can to avoid delays that will impact your travel. And our hope is that Democrats will soon recognize the importance of opening the government.
Leadership at Spokane Airport say that they will not air that video from Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. The video is meant to play on the airport screens while you go through security. A number of other airports also say they won't run it all across the country. Todd Woodard, the Director of Marketing and Public Affairs for Spokane Airports, cites the airport's established First Amendment policy as the reason that it won't air that video.
Washington's governor ordered flags flown at half-staff Wednesday to honor the Eastern State Hospital guard, Colleen Bass, who was shot and killed last month. A private memorial service for Bass will be held on Wednesday. Flags should remain at half-staff until sunset.
Spokane police are looking for the gunman in a shooting that killed 38-year-old a Spokane man in the lower South Hill. Someone shot Derek Schaefer just after 1 o'clock Sunday morning as he sat in his car on South McClellan Street. Police say the shooter ran away and hasn't been found yet. Schaefer's family is offering a cash reward for any information that leads to the arrest of the shooter.
Today, a Spokane County judge will consider reducing the life sentence of Justin Crenshaw, nearly 20 years after he killed a young couple. Crenshaw was 20 years old when he stabbed 18-year-old Sarah Clark and 20-year-old Tanner Pell to death in North Spokane. A 2021 change in Washington law now prevents courts from giving fixed life sentences to offenders between the ages of 18 and 21, enabling Crenshaw to appeal his sentence. Families and friends of the victim spent 6 hours in court yesterday pleading with the judge to keep the original sentence. The defense presents its arguments today.
Deputies arrested a Kittitas County 4th grade teacher yesterday, accusing him of communicating with a minor for immoral purposes. They arrested 42-year-old Ross Ashenfelter at Lake Roosevelt Elementary School and booked him into the Kittitas County Jail. Authorities say they notified the Grand Coulee Dam School District about this arrest. The sheriff's office is asking anyone with relevant information to this investigation to contact them.
We need your help keeping local kids warm this winter. Coats for Kids is collecting new and gently used winter coats through the month of October. If you'd like to get involved, we'd love to have you help us. It's now through October 31st. Donate coats to local sponsor locations, which includes Papa Murphy's, Goodwill, STCU, and Fred's Appliance.
And we'll be back with a final check of our weather forecast with meteorologist Matt Gray right after this break.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. New America Credit Union. Money where it matters.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it. At Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family.
I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF.
Just Between Friends at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds this weekend.
A cold start this morning in the inland Northwest. We're flirting with the first freezing temperatures of the season, and we'll do it again heading into tomorrow. A couple areas of patchy fog over the next couple of mornings as well. The bigger change is going to be in the afternoons. Instead of only being in the 40s and a cold breeze, we'll be up into the 50s and even close to 60 degrees as we head through the back end and middle of this week. Our next chance of wet weather will be on Sunday.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We'll see you throughout Good Morning America with live local updates. We will send you over to Good Morning America. It starts next.